Lucas did everything right. He studied. He got the job. He worked late. He paid every bill on time. He was the person everyone in his family was proud of. The one who never caused problems. The one who was always responsible. The one people asked for advice. And yet, at 32, he felt more trapped than ever. Some nights he would sit on the edge of his bed, scrolling through his bank app, refreshing the screen as if something would magically change. But every month looked the same. Numbers coming in, numbers going out, and a strange feeling that his life was moving but not forward. Because every month his money disappeared. Debt. Savings. More debt. More responsibility. But no freedom. He watched friends travel. He saw people online talking about passive income, investing, and early retirement. And deep down, he wondered if he had made a mistake somewhere. And the worst part? Everyone told him he was being financially responsible. Today, we're going to talk about the biggest money dilemma. Should you pay off your debt or start investing? Because if you understand this, you change your financial life. Here, money works for you. And the wrong decision could cost you years of freedom. Let's simplify money today. Lucas believed one rule his entire life. Pay off your debt first. His parents repeated it. His teachers repeated it. Every article he read said the same thing. It sounds logical. It sounds safe. It sounds responsible. But here's the uncomfortable truth. Sometimes responsibility keeps you stuck. Because responsibility without strategy becomes a prison. And high performers often build their own cages without realizing it. High achievers fall into this trap because they hate uncertainty. They want control. They want security. They don't want to make mistakes. They don't want to feel behind. They want to do everything the right way.
So they delay investing.
They tell themselves, I'll start when things are more stable. They wait, and wait, and wait, until one day, they wake up and realize something terrifying. Time is gone. They suddenly notice younger people who started earlier. People earning less but already investing. People who took imperfect action while they were still preparing. And time is the most valuable asset you will ever have. Let's imagine two versions of Lucas. Version A is disciplined. He decides to pay off every debt before investing. He creates spreadsheets. He tracks every expense. He sacrifices weekends. He says no to vacations. It takes him years, but he feels good. He feels safe. He feels in control. Version B feels uncomfortable. He pays his minimum payments and invests small amounts at the same time. At first, nothing happens. He checks his account. It barely moves. It feels pointless. Months pass. Then years. But something invisible begins to grow. Compound interest. This is the kind of thing rich people do differently. They don't wait for perfection. They build momentum. They don't just protect their money. They grow it.
Because money is not just about math.
It's about behavior. It's about patience. It's about staying in the game longer than everyone else. And time multiplies everything. If Lucas invests $200 every month, after 10 years, he sees something shocking. The money he invested starts generating more money than his own effort. For the first time, he realizes something powerful. His time is no longer directly tied to his income. After 20 years, growth becomes larger than his contributions. Now he feels something new. Hope. After 30 years, his money works harder than he ever did. And suddenly, freedom is not a dream anymore. It's a system. So, why doesn't everyone do this? Because debt creates emotional pressure. When Lucas sees his balance, he feels anxiety. He remembers the moment he signed the contract. The feeling of obligation. The fear of losing control.
shame,
stress,
fear.
and the brain hates uncertainty more than it loves growth. This is why high-interest debt is dangerous. Credit cards with 20% interest? They are financial emergencies. At that level, paying debt is a guaranteed return. No investment can safely beat that. And more importantly, high-interest debt destroys your confidence. It keeps you in survival mode. It prevents long-term thinking.
So yes,
Sometimes, the responsible move is also the smartest one. But here is where most people get confused. Not all debt is the same. Some debt slows you down. Some debt traps you. But some debt is simply a tool. Here is a simple framework Lucas learned. Compare two numbers: the interest you pay and the return you expect. If your debt costs more than your investments can earn, pay it first. But if your debt is low, something changes. The difference between investing and paying debt becomes small. And now the real question is no longer math. It becomes psychology. Because the biggest risk is not volatility. It is your behavior. One day, Lucas checked his investment account. The market was down. He lost 6%. He panicked. His heart started racing. He opened the app again and again. He searched the news. He imagined losing everything. He thought, I should never have invested. And this is where most people destroy their future. They sell. They lock losses. They stop. But history shows something powerful. Markets fall. And then recover. Again. And again. And again. The people who win are not the smartest. They are the calmest. They understand that discomfort is the price of freedom. So the real question is not
debt or investing.
The real question is, what helps you stay consistent for 10, 20, 30 years? Because wealth is not built in moments. It is built in habits. Small, boring, repeated habits. The kind nobody celebrates. The kind nobody sees. If debt keeps you awake at night,
Pay it.
peace of mind is an asset. But if your debt is manageable, invest small. Start early. And let time do the heavy work. Lucas finally understood something most people never learn. Freedom is not about being debt-free. Freedom is about control.
Control over your time.
Your choices. Your future. The ability to say no. The ability to walk away. The ability to choose your life instead of reacting to it. And that comes from assets. Not just discipline. Not just sacrifice, but intelligent systems. Because here, money works for you. So before you rush to eliminate every debt,
Pause. Think. Calculate.
and ask yourself, am I protecting my money? Or am I growing my future? If this helped you, share it with someone who feels stuck. Because the earlier you understand this, the earlier you escape. And if you want to continue this journey with Lucas, watch the next video.